Gurubhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Yati Namini. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Desha-tarini. Jai Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata-sevayā bhagavati uttama-shloke bhaktir bhavati nashtaki आराध्यो भगवान् व्रजेशतनयस्तद्धमा वृन्दावनम् रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधू वर्गेण वा कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेमा पुमार्थो महान् श्रीचैतन्यमहाप्रभुर्मतमिदं तत्रादरानापरः हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for taking out your most valuable time to read here and study Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam together. We are reading the 10th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is considered very, very sweet, like the lotus face of the Supreme Lord. Bhagavatam is compared to the body of the Supreme Lord. And the 10th canto has 3 sections: pastimes in Vrindavan, pastimes in Mathura, and pastimes in Dwarka. The first section is over. Akrura has been sent by Kamsa for an evil agenda, for a conspiracy, so that Kamsa can kill Kṛṣṇa when he comes to Mathura. And we have been discussing how he made a strategic plan. He was very intelligent, how he used all his intelligence and might to make attempts to kill Kṛṣṇa. Now Akrura has reached Vrindavan. He, being a great devotee and the uncle in the Dasya-rasa, he is having wonderful exchanges with the Supreme Lord. We discussed about the Atithya also, how the Lord welcomed the 2 brothers, Kṛṣṇa Balaram, welcome Akrura. And let's see what happens further. Nanda Maharaj asked thoughtful questions, which pacified Akrura. Now we'll move on to the next chapter we are beginning, chapter 39, entitled Akrura's Vision. This chapter describes how Akrura informed Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram of Kamsa's plans and his activities in Mathura. What the gopis cried out in distress when Krishna left for Mathura, and also the vision of Lord Vishnu's abode that Akrura saw within the water of the Yamuna. When Krishna and Balaram offered Akrura great respect and comfortably seated him on a couch, he felt that all the desires he had reflected on while traveling to Vrindavan were now fulfilled. So he was meditating, this will happen, that will happen, I will offer obeisance, that Krishna will hold my hand. All those were fulfilled. After the evening meal, Krishna asked Akrura whether his trip had been peaceful and whether he was well. The Lord also inquired about how Kamsa was behaving toward their family members, and finally he asked why Akrura had come. Akrura described how Kamsa had been persecuting the Yadavas, what Narada had told Kamsa, how Kamsa had been treating Vasudeva cruelly. Akrura also spoke of Kamsa's desire to bring Krishna and Balaram to Mathura to kill them on the pretext of their seeing the bow sacrifice, engaging in a wrestling match. Krishna and Balaram laughed out, ha ha ha, when they heard this. They went to their father Nanda and informed him of Kamsa's orders, like jokingly. Nanda then issued an order to all the residents of Raja that they should collect various offerings for the king and prepare to go to Mathura. That's what Krura was told by Kamsa. They should bring taxes and offerings to the king. The young go. Okay, maybe someone can read next to three paragraphs. There's more here. Anyone?
I can read, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
The young gopis were extremely upset to hear that Krishna and Balram would be going to Mathura. They lost all external awareness and began to remember Krishna's pastimes. Condemning the Creator for separating them from him, they began to lament. They said that Akrura did not deserve his name, not Krura, cruel, since he was so cruel to be taking away their dearmost Krishna. It must be that fate is against us, they lamented, because otherwise the elders of Vraja would have forbidden Krishna to leave. So let us forget our shyness and try to stop Lord Madhava from going. With these words, the young cowherd girls began to chant Krishna's names and cry. But even as they wept, Akrura began taking Krishna and Balram to Mathura in his chariot. The cowherd men of Gokul followed behind on their wagons, and the young gopis also walked behind for some distance, but then they became placated by Krishna's glances and gestures and pacified by a message from him that said, I will return. With their minds completely absorbed in Krishna, the cowherd girls stood as still as figures in a painting until they could no longer see the chariot's flag or the dust cloud being raised on the road. Then, chanting Krishna's glories all the while, they despondently returned to their homes. Akrura halted the chariot at the bank of the Yamuna so Krishna and Balram could perform a ritual of purification and drink some water. After the two lords had gotten back into the chariot, Akrura took their permission to bathe in the Yamuna. As he recited Vedic mantras, he was startled to see the two lords standing in the water. Akrura came out of the river and returned to the chariot, where he saw the lords still sitting. Then he returned to the water to find out if the two figures he had seen there were real or not. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. आगे पढ़ो. I can read one more.
Okay, I can complete this.
What Akrura saw in the water was four-armed Lord Vasudev. His complexion was dark blue like a fresh rain cloud. He wore yellow garments and he lay on the lap of thousand-hooded Anantasesha. Lord Vasudev was receiving the prayers of perfected beings, celestial serpents, and demons, and he was encircled by his personal attendants. Serving him were his many potencies such as Shri Pusti and Ila, while Brahma and other demigods sang his praises. Akrura rejoiced at this vision and joining his palms in supplication began to pray to the Supreme Lord in a voice choked with emotion. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So this is just a very brief outline of the chapter, Akrura's vision. And we are going to go verse by verse and read these verses and the purports and try to understand in a deeper way. If you want to see a high-level chapter summary. This is a nice image generated from the translations. We just read this. So the royal Kṛṣṇa informs Kṛṣṇa of Kamsa's invitation, came in the royal chariot. Kṛṣṇa is leaving Vrindavan, and the gopis are heartbroken. Kṛṣṇa gives them signal, I will return. Then they took a brief pause at Yamuna, where they saw this bewildering sight. He's inside and he's outside. And then he saw the four-handed form. And he's on the thousand-hooded Anantashesha, the blue complexion. So this is the kind of a nice summary of this chapter, like a visual summary. Isn't that interesting how this AI tool is able to create a beautiful summary of the whole chapter without much effort? Shall we start? Shri Shuka Uvacha Shukhopa Vishvasita Paryanke Ramakrishno Manitai Lebhe Manorathan Sarvan Pathiyan Sa Chakaraha. Translation and on. Translation by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jagadusha Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Shukadev Goswami said, having been honored so much by Lord Balaram and Kṛṣṇa, Akrura, seated comfortably on a couch, felt that all the desires he had contemplated on the road were now fulfilled. On the road coming from Mathura to Vrindavan, he was contemplating, he had desires. So here we see that bhakti is not to become desireless, but bhakti means to have unlimited desires, but spiritual desires. Akrura did not desire, oh, when I go to Kṛṣṇa, he'll give me a new car, a new home, a new this, that. Akrura was thinking, I'll have his darshan and I'll be so fortunate. I don't deserve, but he is so kind. He is so welcoming. He is so loving, compassionate. So Akrura's desires were, in short, spiritual desires. So devotees should have desires, spiritual desires, to do something for Kṛṣṇa, to do something for Prabhupada, to help others. The world needs you. You're all change makers. You have, I was talking in the kids' class also. The future is in your hands, right? So we should have great desires. Because if all of us don't desire something wonderful for Kṛṣṇa, for this world, then what is the use of us being devotees or aspiring devotees? Kṛṣṇa has blessed us with knowledge, with Guru, with Sangha, with Bhagavatam, with books, with holy literature, holy name, etc. We must have spiritual desires, not selfish desires, selfless spiritual desires to make a difference to the world, to share this knowledge with love, gratitude. And guess what? Kṛṣṇa is Varadraj. Kṛṣṇa will fulfill all the desires were now fulfilled. As he had thought, all were fulfilled. Next verse. Anyone wants to read?
I can read, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Text 2. Kim alabhyam bhagavati prasanne Śrīniketane tathapi tatpara rajan nahi vanchanti kinchana. Translation. My dear king, what is unattainable for one who has satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the shelter of the goddesses of fortune? Even so, those who are dedicated to his devotional service never want anything from him. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mata. Any comments here? You're so,
Yeah, please
you're
explain.
so, sorry?
No, you carry on, Project. Please explain.
My dear king. Who is this here, king? Who's my dear king here?
Nanda Maharaj?
No, Shukdev Goswami is speaking to King
Parikshit Maharaj.
Parikshit. Basically glorifying Kim alabhyam. Alabhyam. Labh means to get, prapt karna, attain. Alabhyam means opposite of labhyam, like krura, akrura, gyan, agyan, alabhyam. So what is unattainable? So kind of in a different way saying nothing is unattainable. Or what is unattainable? Bhagavati prasanne. If someone satisfied Krishna, Bhagwan ko prasann kiya. Śrī Caitanya, who is the goddess of fortune, is resting there. Niketan. Niketan means house. Bhavan, Niketan. It's a synonym of home. So it's a nice verse. Kim alabhyam bhagavati prasanne Śrī Caitanya. Nice verse. What is hard for one? What is unattainable for one who has Prasanna, Bhagavati Prasanna, and Lakshmi Devi? People are wanting Lakshmi. I was hearing this morning when people just want Lakshmi, she comes on owl. Ullu bana ke chali jati. Owl in Hindi is Ullu. But when people worship Lakshmi with Krishna or Narayana, she comes on with Vishnu on the back of Garuda and gives devotional service. Tathapi tatpara rajan. Tathapi tatparaha. Tatpara means those who are devoted to him. O Rajan, O King Parikshit, addressed by Shukdev Goswami, Nahi vanchanti kinchana. They do not. Tathapi tatpara. Narayana parasarve. Tatpara. Tat means to him, to Krishna. Krishna para. Or Vasudeva para. Narayana para. So those who have taken shelter of Tat, that person, that Supreme Lord, or Bhagavati. Nahi vanchanti. Can you give a shlok, verse, bhajan, anything where this word comes? Vancha. Vancha, vanchanti, something.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha. Vaishnava.
Yes. What does it mean? Vancha kalpataru. What is the meaning?
Desire fulfilling, so they will fulfill all our desires.
Yes, devotees are desire fulfilling trees. Vancha, asha, abhilasha, all these are similar meaning. So they do not want any vancha. Morai abhilash vilas kunja diyavas. Or they want only spiritual desires. So, nahi vanchanti kinchana. Kimmalabhyam bhagavati prasanne Śrī Caitanya tathapi tatpara rajan nahi vanchanti kinchana. Beautiful verse if you like to remember. Not very hard. And just by seeing this, can you like paraphrase the translation now? Are most words clear? Alabhyam, Bhagavati, Prasanna, Śrī Caitanya, Lakshmiji resides, Tathapi, nevertheless, Tatpara, Krishna Para, Rajan, O King, Nahi Vanchanti, Kinchana. They do not aspire for any material desires. Even so, those who are dedicated to his devotional service never want anything. Like Prahlad, we were discussing the other day. Lord Nrsimhadev asked, what do you want? Prahlad said, I'm not doing business. It's not transactional. Oh, in many people in India, they take bundi, small sugar balls to Krishna or temple. More than the bundi in there are more desires. Give me good job, give me good health, give me good son, good daughter, good wife, good house, good career. But pure devotees, they do not, because they are dedicated. Mam janmani janmanishwari bhavatat bhaktir. They only they're only looking for devotional service. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. No high birth, wealth, opposite gender, or other material pleasures. No. Bhaktir bhavatat bhaktir ahetuki. Selfless devotional service. Would anyone else like to recite? And those who feel inspired can recite, remember or memorize it. One or two of you can recite and we'll move forward then. And those who like can try to memorize also.
Hare
I
Krishna.
think
I can. Oh,
Yeah, both of you can do one after. Shidal Mataji, then Shrama Mataji.
okay. किं लभ्यं भगवती प्रसन्ने श्रीनिकेतने तथापि तत्परा राजन् नाहि वाञ्छति किञ्चन. हरे कृष्ण.
किं लभ्यं भगवते प्रसन्ने श्रीनिकेतने तथापि तत्परा राजन् न हि वाञ्छन्ति किञ्चन.
Very nice. Now we'll do a quiz. How many of you remember? Help me. We'll try to do it together. What was the verse? Remember a little bit?
It started with Kim Labhyam.
Kim alabhyam. Is important there. Bhagavati. Kim alabhyam bhagavati. Then what? Those who have pleased.
Vancha.
Vansha is in the end, Mata.
Oh.
Prasanna. Prasanne. Then what's that? Śrī Caitanya. Lakshmi ji resides. Very nice. Śrī Caitanya. Ignore my spelling. So, what else? Nevertheless, tathapi. Tathapi. Those who are surrendered to Vishnu. Tatpara. Those who have surrendered to Vishnu. There's one more word after this. What else? Then comes Vansha, right? Anyone remembers the last line? Na. They do not want any Vansha. Na hi vanchanti. Vanchanti kinchana. Anything. Kunti Maharani says, Namo akinchana vittaya nivritta guna vrittaye. So Krishna is the property of those who are akinchana. उनको कुछ नहीं चाहिए. They don't want anything but Krishna, so Krishna becomes their property. If I want wealth, health, this, that, everything, and maybe Krishna, okay, you can also try to come. That means I'm not serious about wanting him. Let's see. Kim alabhyam bhagavati prasanne Sriniketane tathapi tatpara rajan nahi vanchanti kinchana. Almost got there. Nahi tathapi tatpara rajan. See, my dear mothers, please memorize verses. I was in a GBC college. It was mentioned by one senior devotee. We should use our brains more because these days in the AI world, in the phone, we don't remember paths like because we use GPS. We don't remember phone numbers because we use mobile phone. And it's okay. But we should try to memorize some verses. It will help us to use our brain, and it will reduce our risk of Alzheimer by almost 70%. So this is medical benefit. What to speak of so many spiritual benefit you'll get. So any verse which clicks to your heart or you feel close, try to memorize. And at least the essence you got here, right? Who will paraphrase the translation in your words? Can anyone try? Yes, please try. Come on, at least a few of you should be able to. Yes, unmute. I can't see you.
Probably the first line I don't remember, like I could not focus with the baby, but the second line was that Kinchana is like wanting something. One who does not want anything but Krishna, something like that. And I remember Prasanna Śrī Caitanya is Niketan of Sri Lakshmi.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
Okay, let's do one more time. Kim, what is hard to obtain? Alabhyam. What is hard to obtain or attain for one who pleases Bhagavati Prasanne, Bhagwan ko jo prasann kar leta hai. And that Krishna, that Vishnu, where Lakshmi ji also resides. People are trying to please Lakshmi, but Lakshmi resides where? The chest of Lord Vishnu. Tathapi Tatpara Rajan. What to speak? Oh, Parikshit Maharaj, what to speak of those Tatpara, those great souls? They do not want anything. They do not want any desires. Kinchana nahi, na kinchana vanchanti. They only want Krishna in their life. They don't want anything from him. They only want devotional service. So in short, referring back to Akrura, it's not surprising that his desires were fulfilled because he had spiritual desires. So what is hard for these devotees to obtain? Prabhupada, he had so many spiritual desires and Krishna fulfilled all those desires. Is it not? So many temples he built. Unimaginable success from material, spiritual, every aspect. Why? Because he had faith. He did not want anything for himself. He only wanted for the betterment of the world to give pure bhakti. Okay, next verse, text 3, please. Anyone who's not yet read? Indira Mataji, you want to try? Harini Mataji, you want to try?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, I was on mute. I'm sorry. I was on mute.
Sayan.
Okay, Indira Mataji, you can go after her next verse.
Sure.
Okay.
Sayantana sanam kritva Bhagavan Devaki Sutha Srutsu Rutham Kamsasya Paprachantyak Sikirisitim. I tried, Prabhuji. Back to
Very
Prabhuji.
nice.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
loves when we try. Thank you. Translation, please.
After.
Yeah, Dr. Harini Mataji, you can read and then next verse.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Translation. After the evening meal, Lord Krishna, the son of Devaki, asked Akrura how Kamsa was treating their dear relatives and friends, and what the king was planning to do. Hare Krishna, back to Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So we see here more things about guest reception. When the guest comes, when someone comes, we should not overload them with questions in the beginning. Then they've come from a journey. Akrura has come from a long journey, or almost 10-hour plus journey he has come on the chariot. So the first thing, he must be exhausted, he must be tired, he must be hungry too. So you see, devotees, Krishna is showing by his own example how to be so mindful of caring. So first he gave them nice welcome water, welcome drink, and we discuss all the things, scented waters, flowers, then fine dining, different kinds of preparations. We have read that all in the last chapter. And relax, give the couch, etc. Please be comfortable. And once an hour or two passed, they were comfortable, he was comfortable. And then he asked, okay, how are you doing? How is family? How is Kamsa treating? Because they know the Kamsa, being a cruel king, was not properly treating the Yadavas and Vasudev, Devaki, etc., the relatives, friends. So then they ask, Pricha, inquired, Pariprashna. Pricha means to inquire, right? Pricha means to ask. Prashna, Pricha. Kamsasya, Kams ka kya plan hai? Chikirshitam, what are his intentions? That was inquired from Krishna and Balaram, inquired to from Akrura. Yes, Indra Mataji, please read the next verse.
Yeah. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Tata Saumyagata Kachet Swagatam Bhadram Astuvaha Api Swanati Bandunam Anavivam Anamayam.
Very nice. Translation.
Translation. The Supreme Lord said, My dear, gentle uncle Akrura, was your trip here comfortable? May all good fortune be yours. Our well-wishing friends and our relatives, both close, distant, happy, and in good health. So here Krishna was inquiring about his mother's side of family, I believe, Prabhuji.
Thank you. The Supreme Lord speaks this verse, asking to Akrura. Tata. Uncle is called Tata. Tajshri. You may have heard of this. Saumya. Oh, gentle one. See, Krishna is teaching so much by his choice of words. Oh, gentle one. Oh, Saumya. Bhadram astu. May there be all auspiciousness. May there be all good fortune. So he's asking about bandhus, gyati, anamaya. You know how this word comes? Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya. Remember that? That famous verse. Sarve bhadrani pashyantus, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. The kind of those words are coming. Bhadram, niramaya or anamaya, similar, niramaya. So ama means what? Anyone knows what's ama? Not the mango. Shital Mataji, you may know this. You went for Ayurveda treatment.
Waste or disease, like
Yeah, it's basically
kind of.
toxic substances in the body. It's in Ayurveda, they're called ama. Ama is toxic in the body, which leads to disease. So it's the root cause of basically disease. So if someone's ama is high, they'll get disease basically. So sarve anamaya. Anamaya means no ama, no toxic in the body. no disease.
So you said a K-A-M-A, karma? That's what you said, Prabhuji?
No, ama. A, like A with the emphasis, like bada A. Ma, like similar to amma, but not. Yeah, it's called ama. It's a Sanskrit word, ama. And when you add ni, so it becomes niramaya. Sandhi, ni plus ama, nirama. Or an plus ama, anama, which both are similar. When you add the an or ni, it becomes the same thing. So long story short, Krishna is basically praying, the Lord is praying for the welfare of everyone. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, this verse we should chant daily and pray this for everyone. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. May everyone be happy. Sarve santu niramayah. Now you get the word niramaya. May everyone be free from disease. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Pashya means to see. Bhadra means auspiciousness. Krishna also saying kind of similar. Bhadram. Bhadram astu. May everyone see auspiciousness. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukh bhag bhavet. Kisi ko dukh na ho. No one sees misery or unhappiness. And that's what Krishna is also saying here. Freedom from unhappiness. Anamivam. Anamivam. So, how many of you know that word? Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya. Anyone knows? That's your homework for today. Will everyone memorize? Very, very beautiful words. You'll chant with your family every day. Anyone comes to your home, leaves your home. Sometimes you hear loss of someone died, someone, this happened in office, accident happened, this happened, joy, birthday happened. This we can pray anywhere and everywhere. When Prahlad Maharaj says this, Swasti astu vishwasya khala prasiditam. Similar verse, or similar meaning there. The lyrics are different, but the essence is same. May everyone be auspicious. May everyone see auspiciousness. May no one see any disease. This is the essence of all of our life. This should be the motto and purpose of our life. And how do we do that? By being Krishna conscious and by sharing Krishna consciousness. Because that's the real thing which will make us freedom from misery, freedom from disease, and we see all auspiciousness when we become Krishna conscious. Hence, those who can't understand the deeper meaning, still, will anyone say, don't pray this for me? See, there is no direct Krishna consciousness in here. What are we praying? Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, sarve bhavantu sukhina. May everyone be happy, your family. Ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. May no one see any misery, any difficulty, any stress in their life. So please try to. I'll post that. This is your homework for today. Hare Krishna. Please forgive me. All of you are my mothers, and I'm giving you homework. Mother gives homework to the child. Hare Krishna. Any comments, thoughts so far? Please share. The more you share, the more the message will go deeper. Feel free to share. Feel free to comment. It is scientifically also proven, the more we engage, the more we learn. And this was the verse I was referring to. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Hare Krishna. Any comments, thoughts? Okay, let's move on. Who has not read, wants to read?
I can read, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Kim nu na kushalam pritche idham mane kulamaye kamse matula namnanya swanam nastat prajasucha. Translation. But, my dear Kura, as long as King Kamsa, that disease of our family who goes by the name maternal uncle, is still prospering, why should I even bother to ask about the well-being of our family members and his other subjects? Hare Krishna.
Mhm. What is the meaning here?
So basically, I believe it's Sri Krishna is as telling Akura, I know that King Kamsa, who's the disease of our family, who's doing all these wrong things, um, and who is a maternal uncle, is still prospering. So why do I even bother to ask about his well-being and his other subjects? So that's what it means.
Yeah.
Please add or correct, Prabhuji.
Basically, King Kamsa was very evil and crooked. Everyone knew that. And when he is in charge, what do you expect the subjects? What do you expect the condition of the subjects or the people around him? Those who are not his yes man, those who are not on his side, those who are on the side of dharma. When an adharmic king is in charge, what do you expect? Whom will he support? Dharmic people or adharmic people?
Dharmic people, because they are helpless.
Yeah, he'll support adharmic people and he'll torture the righteous ones, right? It's basically asking, I don't know if I give a very mundane example here. If I won't name, if so and so is the president of the country who is very, very biased in his understanding of immigrants, etc., what do you expect the condition of immigrants to be? Who is torturing and making policies against them? What do you expect them at peace? Is it making sense? Hmm?
Right. No, Prabhuji, we won't be in peace.
Yeah. So how do you expect people to be in peace when this Kamsa is flourishing, when Kamsa is prospering? That's what King, that's what Srila, the Supreme Lord is speaking. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, Krura, it is not even appropriate to ask about their well-being. मतलब किस मुंह से पूछूं मैं ऐसा हो गया. With what face shall I ask? Like, because even Nanda Maharaj, if you remember in the last chapter, said the same thing. With what face do I ask you? How are you doing? It's like going to Vibhishana under Lanka's kingdom, and when Hanuman went and asked, like, no, how are you doing? It's like, what shall I tell you? What do you expect my situation to be? I'm like the tongue who is caught up in these 32 teeth. She can be chewed up any moment, right? That's my situation. All these 32 teeth are like shatrus. They're like kind of biting me. Not like, that's how Vibhishana felt and Lanka. Don't feel at home. Don't feel encouraged when we are in a wrong leadership, when we are subjects of that bad leadership. We don't feel encouraged, we don't feel valued, we don't feel cared, we don't feel the best, we don't feel home. So the lesson here is all of us are leaders too. We should not create such an environment for our subjects. We should always create an environment where the people feel loved, grateful, challenged in a healthy way, encouraged, appreciated. In one of the leadership classes, we learned why your subjects should be under you. If you are a parent, ask yourself, why my children should follow me? It's a very deep, thoughtful question, and I'm not judging anyone. This is just a self-introspective question. All of us are leaders in some aspect or the other. Why my child should follow me? Parents should be like role models, right? For the kids, or the leaders should be like the role models for society. Why, whatever this community member should be under my care? Am I being the right leader for them? Whether you're a teacher, whether you're a parent, you're a community leader, whether everyone is leader in some way or the other, we should question ourselves why these subjects should. It will help us to go deeper in our character, in our caring nature. It will help us to uncover some missing, everyone has room for improvement, some missing areas also. So good leadership is important. Otherwise, this is how people will feel. They'll feel crushed. They'll feel suffocated. They'll feel burdened. They'll feel, when will this person get out or die, right? They'll not be happy to see this king prospering. Next. Anyone who's not read? Devaki Mataji, thank you for your association. You want to read? It's been a long time. Okay. Who has not yet read today? Nita Mataji wants to read, or Shital Mataji. Who is not? I don't recall. Help me, please, if you're able to.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Okay, please. Yes, text 6.
Aho asmat abud buri pitror vijinam aryoha yat detoha putra maranam yat ditor bandhanam dayo. Sorry, Prabhuji, I'm reading on my phone, so it's so small.
Oh, no worries, all good. You want me to make it bigger?
I don't know
Does
what
this
happened to my.
help?
I don't know. I can for some reason.
Is this
Is
helpful?
someone? I don't know why it went to safe drive mode to my phone. So, can someone read, please?
Okay. Anita Mataji. Okay. Shital Mataji, yes, please read.
Yes, I can read.
Okay.
Translation by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Just see how much suffering I have caused my offenseless parents. Because of me, their sons were killed and they themselves imprisoned. Hare Krishna. Purport. Because Kans had heard a prophecy that the eighth son of Devaki would kill him, he tried to kill all her children. For the same reason, he imprisoned her and her husband Vasudev. So Krishna is further saying that he has caused excuse me pain to the parents, and because of him they were imprisoned. Please add or correct, Prabhuji. And I also had a question regarding that, but I can ask after we discuss.
Sure, Mataji. So quite straightforward here. Krishna is feeling the pain of others. Not, I would call others, there are very parents who gave him the birth. Of course, he is, Ananta, Janma. But in this Leela, and devotee means one who is willing to please Krishna even though it means anxiety to themselves. That's Vasudeva. Think about the sacrifice of Vasudeva and Devaki. Radhanath Swami Maharaj says that in the Janmashtami class. Vasudeva and Devaki did tapasya for thousands and thousands of years. They finally got children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 killed one after the other, smashed right in front of their. Just think about the situation of the parents. How will they feel? 7th child transferred, 8th child, also the Yoga Maya and all that exchange which we have read. Finally, they did, for a mother, she goes through so much pain. Of course, here it's not that they get to go through what do you call the 9 months of pregnancy and pain and labor and all that. That's not there for Krishna, right? It's transcendental, but the sacrifice is so much that she brought Krishna, but not in the mood to enjoy, but to serve. And the very after the birth, the Supreme Lord, he said, move me to Gokul. They didn't say, bhai, itni mehnat kya, itna tapasya, itna sacrifice, and you're not even getting chance to feel that mamta, feel that maternal love, and exchange some loving moments with you for a few hours. Not even that. How will the mother, father feel? But it's not about me. It's more about how Krishna wants. Karishyasi vachanam tava. That's Devaki and Vasudeva. So Krishna is very cognizant of how much pain, how much sacrifice my offenseless parents have done. And poor, parents, they're just because the prophecy was that the 8th child, which was me, would kill, and they had to suffer until date they are in the jail because of me. That's what Krishna is saying. One last verse and then one question by Mataji, and then because the section is changing after text 7. So anyone wants to go for seconds, wants to read?
I can read, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, please.
Drishyadya darshanam swanam mahyam va saumya kangshitam sanjatam vanyatam tata tabaghamana karanam. Translation. By good fortune, we have totally fulfilled our desire to see you, our dear relative. O gentle uncle, please tell us why you have come. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mata. So at the very end, you see, at the very end, they ask, Varnayatam, please explain, O Tata, O Saumya, tab Agaman, आपके आगमन का कारण क्या है? Karanam, what is the reason? How can we serve you in short if we say, what brings you here? How can we assist you? So, as in a gateway, someone has come and then we ask from the gate, hey, why have you come? Right? You ruined our plans. We were about to leave. So we should never give that feeling that, oh, I'm in a hurry and why are you here? You should have told me before. And how will they feel? Imagine a guest comes and then we give them the feeling, oh no, I was about to leave and you just ruined my plans and we were just ready to go. Or what's your business? Let's get to the work and so that quickly we can get going. No. After almost 2-3 hours, after giving a lot of love, reception, care, food, greetings, etc., etc., then they asked why. in short, in a gentle way, how can I serve you? So we should also be mindful that if someone calls, sometimes I call someone, and there's a purpose. Sometimes there's a purpose, sometimes I call for no purpose, also just to check on their well-being. And we should ask. If someone makes us a call, we should ask them after exchanging the greetings and stuff. Because they have called, there might be some reason, or there might be just catching up and asking about well-being. If someone, especially in Kali Yuga, no one has time for anyone. Everyone is so busy. If someone takes out time to call you, message you, remember it's special. They have taken their time out. So give them the respect and the kindness they deserve. Because especially if they are calling without a purpose. If someone remembers you without a purpose, even with a purpose, that's fine. At least they remembered you, that, oh, this friend, this Mataji, this Prabhu could be of some help to me. That's okay. Even that is a very great blessing. And you feel fortunate that Krishna has made me a medium, a blessed soul, so I can be of some value in someone's life. I'm so blessed. Don't feel that, oh, I'm special. They called me, I'm their go-to. No, that's not the point. But the point here is, at least like how Krishna is asking, we can also ask. So especially if some senior devotee calls, and how can we serve? In short, what is the karana? Okay. Yes, Mataji, you had a question?
Yes, Prabhuji. I was just wanting to know, like, Krishna is referring, he's obviously is aware of all the relations in the pastime that's happening right now about his parents. So, at what point did he become aware that he had a different set of parents and they were Devaki and Vasudev? Because he's addressing them as parents, grandparents, tat. His,
What point?
yeah. I might have missed like the previous classes. So
Krishna is all-knowing,
yes, yes.
and he knows at all times. It's not that he had forgotten at any time.
No, I meant like for the sake of pastime.
Mm.
Is it mentioned anywhere, or it's a given that?
Yeah, I haven't read or heard about that there was a particular like moment that, aha, oh, these are
Yeah.
my lost parents who gave me birth. I haven't heard about that, so I don't know. But often Krishna shows his Bhagavata. Often Krishna shows his greatness of, like, even in Raja. It's not that Krishna had not shown his greatness. Yes, he was doing Nara Leela, but so many times he had shown his greatness. Like killing extraordinary asuras, starting from Putana herself with the very tender age. But the Vrajavasis would not consider, so the Yogamaya would cover that. Even though they would see his greatness, still it's not that from this moment Nanda Maharaj thought, oh, how can he have two parents? How can it's just very complex. Is he my son or is he the Supreme Lord? No. Nanda Maharaj always thought that he's my son. So the Bhagavata will not be covered because the love is so pragar. It's so intense in Raja. So Krishna time and again shows his extraordinary opulence in Raj. And this is one of those occasions. He's remembering everything. Does that help, Mata?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Devaki Mataji, you were speaking something?
Sorry, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, my senses to you. Yes, yes, probably I could not join, directly because of health problem. But now I see that there are no recordings, so I'm trying to join again.
There are no recordings, you said?
Yeah, I couldn't get your recordings. Otherwise, there were at first. Yeah.
Recordings are being shared.
Is
The
it?
YouTube, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Recordings are shared. Is a 1 or 2 day delay, but they are shared regularly in the group, the YouTube recordings, the YouTube. But nonetheless, we are so blessed, and I pray that you feel happy and healthy. Thank you for your Sangha.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Please take care of your health. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year too. Thank you so much for the study of Bhagavatam. It helps so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
All of your Sangha makes it special. I see a lot of Indra Mataji, Harini Mataji, Radha Biharini Mataji, Shital Mataji, Shrama Mataji, Rekha Mataji, Devki Mataji, Nita Mataji. Thank you.
Happy New Year, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very well. Thank you all for joining and making this special Gita Bhagavatam Yagya. So we will pause for today. Tomorrow I have another call, so we will not do tomorrow. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we have some other events. As most of you are aware, as well as Bhakti Mark Swami Maharaj is going to come. So maybe we'll read Sunday. Sunday I'm available, so most likely we'll read Sunday and then Monday and all that.
Sunday, what time, Prabhuji?
Sunday we'll do morning, I think. Yeah, around 11 Eastern.
Okay.
Does
Hare
that
Krishna.
work for most
Yeah.
of you?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Evening we have the youth class, so okay, then so I'll see some of you at the Maharaj's calls, and those who can't join can join via Zoom. We'll share the links and stuff. Thank you again. Hare Krishna. Granth Raj Bhagavatam Puran ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki